John Adams was an American patriot who served as the second president of the United States and the first vice president. He was a lawyer, diplomat, statesman, political theorist, and, as a founding father, a leader of the movement for American independence from Great Britain. Adams was a delegate from Massachusetts to the Continental Congress, where he played a leading role persuading Congress to declare independence. He assisted Thomas Jefferson in drafting the Declaration of Independence in 1776 and was its foremost advocate in the Congress. Adams's credentials as a revolutionary secured for him 2 terms as President George Washington's vice president and also his own election in 1796 as the second president. None of Adams's family members were present for his inauguration. He was the only non-Virginian of the first 5 presidents. He was the first president to live in the White House. Adams and his wife Abigail moved into the White House in 1800s before it was even completed and lived there for 4 months before his term ended. He built up the army and navy in the face of an undeclared naval quasi-war with France. Due to his strong posture on defense, Adams is often called the father of the American Navy. He and his wife established a family of politicians, diplomats, and historians now referred to as the Adams political family. Adams was the father of John Quincy Adams, the 6th President of the United States. He was 90 years old when he died. No president lived longer than Adams until Reagan and then Ford, who were both 93 when they passed. At age 16, Adams entered Harvard College in 1751. After graduating in 1755 with an AB degree, in 1756 he became an apprentice in the office of John Putnam, a leading lawyer in Worcester. In 1758 he earned an AM from Harvard and was also that year admitted to the Massachusetts bar, having completed his studies under Putnam. On March 5, 1770, a street confrontation resulted in British soldiers killing 5 civilians in what came to be known as the Boston Massacre. The accused soldiers were arrested on criminal charges and had trouble finding legal representations. Adams ultimately agreed to defend them, though he feared that it would hurt his reputation. In arguing their case, Adams made his legendary statement regarding jury decisions. Facts are stubborn things, and whatever may be our wishes, our inclinations, or the dictates of our passion, they cannot alter the state of facts and evidence. A committee of 5 was charged with drafting the Declaration and including Adams, along with Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin, Robert R. Livingston, and Roger Sherman. Although the first draft was written primarily by Jefferson, Adams assumed a primary role in its completion. After editing the document further, Congress approved it on July 4th. In 1800s, Adams lost re-election to Thomas Jefferson. Adams lost narrowly to Jefferson by 65 to 73 electoral votes, with New York providing the decisive margin. He did not attend Jefferson's inauguration, departing the White House at 4 a.m. that day and making him one of only 4 presidents surviving in office not to attend his successor's inauguration. He eventually resumed his friendship with Jefferson upon the latter's own retirement by initiating a correspondence which lasted 14 years. 16 months before John Adams's death, his son John Quincy Adams became the 6th President of the United States in 1825, the only son to succeed his father as president until George Walker Bush in 2001. On July 4, 1826, the 50th anniversary of the adoption of the Declaration of Independence, Adams died at his home in Quincy at approximately 6:20 p.m. Jefferson died earlier the same day. When Adams died, his last words included an acknowledgement of his longtime friend and rival. Thomas Jefferson survives, though Adams was unaware that Jefferson had died several hours before. He was not a slaveholder. Adams never bought a slave and declined on principle to utilize slave labor. Of the first 5 American presidents, Adams was the only non-slaveholder. Adams signed the controversial Alien and Sedition Acts in 1798. The Naturalization Act increased to 14 years the period of residence required for an immigrant to attain American citizenship. The Alien Friends Act and the Alien Enemies Act allow the president to deport any foreigner which he considered dangerous to the country. The Sedition Act made it a crime to publish false, scandalous and malicious writing against the government or its officials.